I realized I fucking gave $250 to get 10,000 views of my post for free so that you can go and see my Instagram for free. I realized I never have to give you money now so that you can see me for free. I realized I can do it for free now. I realized you guys can just share me for free. I never have to give you money. I never have to give money for advertisements so that I can promote myself for free. I can do that for free. I never have to give money for it. I realized that the free way is better. I can do the free way. I realized I have no shame about promoting myself for free. I realized the free way is the best way. I realized that Mark Zuckerberg places all these fucking theories about, I'll give you fucking 25,000 views for this certain amount of money. I realized the guy's fucking doing it for money. I realized that his business of social media is a fucking failure one. I realized he's working for the money. I need you to be 100% for the money. Never. I never need you to be 100% for the money. I need you to be 100% for freedom. I need you to realize that I also need to cancel out what I said. I have to go back on what I said. I realize that's what contradiction is. I realize that's what Osho taught me. I realize Osho taught me to go back on anything that is a myth or a lie or a scam so that I can really emphasize what's even better. I realize that now I need you to work for freedom only and never for the money. I realize that Mark Zuckerberg is working for the money. I realize that I may contact you freely on social media. I realize that's all I can do. I realize that's more than enough. I realize anything else to promote my business, I realize I'll have to advertise. I realize to press advertising, I have to give some money. I realize that money goes to Mark Zuckerberg. I realize Mark Zuckerberg is working really for the money. I realize that otherwise, he would fucking promote everybody for free. I realize Mark Zuckerberg will be a god. I realize it's fucking that easy to make a successful business. I realize he's going to sell his business in 10 years. I realize he's going to sell his business for money. I realize everything he made in terms of his time in Facebook and Instagram, I realize he bought Instagram off. I realize that person who fucking sold Instagram for money is a fucking idiot. I realize they're fucking idiots. I realize I'll never sell it. I realize I worked on it. I fucking put some time and effort into it. I realize the money can never buy that back. I realize the person who sold Instagram may have put 3 years into it. I realize they fucking made Instagram successful. I realize it was a free product. I realize now it's still a free product. I realize the person sold Instagram to Mark Zuckerberg for money. I realize now that person's fucking gone. I don't even fucking know that person anymore. I don't fucking know who that person is. I realize that person sold his soul to the devil. I realize Kylie Jenner is another person who sold 51%. I realize she sold 49% of the business to another person. I realize she has to now deal with another person because she sold herself for money. I realize she could have had fucking full control of her business. I realize now it's going to be back and forth. I realize she done it on the 51% bar. I realize she owns 51% of the bar because now it's really never even 50-50 anymore. I realize she still has to deal with that person. I realize now what's going to happen with them. I realize that she really did it for money. I never care. She did it for money. I realize I'll say something. I realize that she sold her business. I realize that she sold 49% of her business for money. I realize that she still has control of her business. I realize now I have to say that honest. I have to say honest, she did sell it for money. I say no, she didn't. I say that Kylie Jenner never really sold her money for. I realize she never sold. I realize she did. I realize she did sell herself for money. I realize that now some person in the business she has to collaborate with. I realize she sold the money. I realize she sold the business for money. I have to realize something. I just learned something. I see that Kylie Jenner sold 49% of the business. I realize she sold her business for $600 million to have another person run her business. I realize now she has even more hassles. I realized that her business actually went downhill. I realized as soon as she sold her money, I realized as soon as she sold the business for money, I promise you now there is another person insinuating that business. I promise you that person is making more rules and regulations about what they need in the business. I realize they have ownership of the business. I realize they have to include what they need also. I realize otherwise there is a lawsuit going on. I realize then what happens is I realize that she may never be happy about some decision the guy made. I realize they're going to get into arguments. I realize she's fighting for a business now. I realize she's fighting and arguing and hassling, and she has to manage someone else who's going behind her back now to make other rules and regulations around her business. I realize she sold it for 600 million. I realize it's never even worth 600 million. I realize that hassle is never even worth 600 million. I realize that she was much happier having 100% of the business for free. I realize no matter what, I realize even at the beginning, she was working and doing that for money. I realize even at the beginning she was doing that. I realized no matter what, she just decreased her business. I realized that she done it for the money all along. I realized she started her company for the fucking money. I realized she never did it for herself. I realized that Kylie Jenner is seen as plastic. I realized that Kylie Jenner is seen as plastic in terms of fake. I realized I can see why. I can see why, because she sells a business for money. I can see that. I can promote that. I can say no matter what, I can see that. I heard about that. I realized no matter what, I realized she can also be a person who never has to be fake. I realized that she can also improve herself now. I realized that she can go and do something for free. I promise you she'll never be fake. I promise you that everybody else would still call Jenny. I realized that they will still call Kylie Jenner fake. I realized that she can instantly change into freedom. I realized that she can straight away say, I'm free now. I never have to work for money anymore. I realized that other people will start bashing her that she's a fake bitch and all of this. I never call her fake. I never call her anything. I realized I never judge people. I realized that people can change instantly. I have people calling me junkie from 5 years ago. I realized they're still fucking junkies. I realize they're still calling me junkie today. I realize as soon as they call me junkie to another person, I realize they're fucking degrading themselves as a junkie. I still have people like that. I realize there's still people like that doing that to Kylie Jenner. I realize I have nothing against Kylie Jenner. I realize that I'll just never do what she done. I never call her fake. I realize what she done there is fake. I realize that's fake. I don't care. I realized that no matter what, in terms of selling a business and working for money and how she started a company, I realized that's a fake facade. I'll fucking promote that. I realized the whole fucking business is for money. I never fucking care about those businesses. I'll never even fucking give money towards those businesses. I never fucking give money toward fake people. In terms of, I realized that she's never a fake person. I realized she's never a fake person. I realized her actions in that moment is fake. I realized her business is fake. I realized what she has around her business is fake. I realize her mentality is, let me go work for money. I realize that many people in the world are fucking working for money. I realize they're calling Kylie Jenner fake. I realize she's fucking making more money than you. I understand. I never really give a fuck about the money either. I need to understand what's happening over here. I need to understand that Kylie Jenner, in terms of how she made her promotional business around beauty, I realized that she's making money for the money. I realized she's selling her soul to the devil. I realized she's never really happy, that woman, in terms of what she's doing for her business anyway. I realized she's learning something along the go. I realized no matter what, she's going to come to the conclusion that she's going through all these hassles now. She has to go and fucking promote her business with somebody else now. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that for her. I never fucking hate it for her. I realize no matter what, I do it for God. I never hate. I never hate anything. I'm not a hater. I realize I would rather her live from that situation. I never have to show her sympathy. I can talk about it. I realize it's all sympathy. I realize no matter what, I learned something from it. I learn nothing from sympathy. I need to really teach you something over here. I need to teach you that whatever she's done in terms of her business is fake. I need you to see another type of Kylie Jenner now. I need you to realize that Kylie Jenner's moments are coming up. I need you to realize that you never judge her about exactly who she is. I need you to realize that God can never be judged. I need you to realize that Kylie Jenner can also now grow from it. I realize that she can grow from it. I'll do this. I'll be in so much hassles there. I can see already. I'll be in so much hassles. I'd realize this person's going around my back, fucking making all these rules. I realize they're making all these fucking rules and regulations around me, and I fucking have to partner with them now. I would have to ask myself, why the fuck did I even sell the business in the first place? I realize she's lost. I realize she's just unaware of what she's doing. I'll never judge her about that. I realize that those people who sell their souls to the devil are fucking unaware of what they're doing. I never need you to start calling people fake. I need you to start calling her unaware of what she's doing. I'm aware of her. I'm aware of what she's done. I realize that she herself, even today, at this time and referencing, I realize that she fucking has no clue what she's done. I realize that she's becoming more real in the process. In terms of, she's becoming more aware. I realize that those people who become more real are becoming more aware. I realize there are fake people everywhere. I need you to understand that many people are just like Kylie Jenner. I realize they're working for money. I realize that Kylie Jenner is making more money than them. I realize that Kylie Jenner, for those fake people, I realize that she's a god. I realize that she's a god to those fake people. I realize that she's made $600 million and these fake people are working for $20 an hour. I need you to understand what that is. I need you to understand the new God. I need you to understand that now you never even have to work for $20 an hour and you never have to sell your business for money. I promise you that you never even have to be Kylie Jenner. You can grab her business for free. You can go do it for free. I promise you, you'll make more of a life that way. I promise you that I'll never fucking sell this business. I can imagine myself doing fucking anything in life. I can imagine me selling this fucking business for 50%. What the fuck? I mean, I fucking did 2 years of work over here. I fucking sold this product for... I sell this product for whatever money. I realize that somebody else is fucking saying it's their content now. I realize they're fucking putting their name on it. I realize they're fucking shining their whatever. I realize now somebody else is fucking owning my products. I fucking own my products. I have copyright over my products. I never sell my business. I realize that copyright is when you sell your I realize that copyright means when you sell your business. I realize as soon as you sell your business, I put copyright on you. I put copyright to say you must follow my rules and regulations to never ever sell this copy anywhere else except for in this website. I realize that Jeff Bezos does that. I realize as soon as you place your book into Amazon, I promise you, as soon as you put your book into Amazon and you price it, I promise you then, no matter what, you've just given away copyright of your book. I mean, your book is never even your book anymore. I realize it's really Jeff Bezos' book. I realize the guy is making more money on your book than you are. I never need you to do that. I never need you to price your book for $3 so that you can make 40 cents per copy. I realize the other guy's making fucking $2.60 on your copy and he fucking never done any work on it. I need you to understand what's going on. I need you to understand that Jeff Bezos is working for money. I need you to understand no matter what, that is the case. I need you to understand that it's never the financially rich who are the richest people of the world. I need you to understand it's really the people who are working for free are the richest people of the world. I need you to look at Mother Teresa. I need you to look at that woman is a god. I need you to see that woman is God. I need you to see that woman fucking goes everywhere for free. I mean, she's for freedom. I mean, she's for Jesus. I mean, she will bless you. I mean, she will fucking give you the best blessings and positivity of the world on how to live life. I promise you, she'll do it for free. I promise you, there's no scamming in Mother Teresa. I promise you, that woman, I'll pray for her. I'll fucking live with her. I'll do everything with her. I'll do it for free. I have no scamming there. I promise you, I trust her completely. I promise you, that woman, not once does she price herself for money. I did. I fucking priced myself for money. I fucking worked in a 9-to-5 job. I promise you that many people pride themselves over it. I promise you, many people pride themselves over that. I never need you to pride yourself over working for money. I promise you that's a bullshit life. I never need you to sell your time for money. I promise you that many people are selling their time for drugs. I realize that when you sell your time for money, I realize when you sell your time for drugs, you're really becoming closed-minded. I realize it's never really how you become open. I realize how you become open is never sell your time and money for money. I realize you never sell money for money. I realize you never make money with money. I realize that way you'll be working for money. I should understand that. I realize that when money is made with money, I realize that you're making money work for money. I realize that you're still working for money there. I realize that money can never alone fucking go and placed into an investment. I realize that you went and placed your money to grow. I realize that you are working still for the money, even though your money is growing over time. I realize it's a bullshit scandal. I realize that no matter what, you may be in a mutual fund. I realize that mutual funds and stock market exchange and everything is a scam for you to work for money. I realize that Wall Street is all about working for money. I need you to realize that those people who work for money are evil. I promise you that is the case. I need you to understand that you never work for money in the first place. I promise you that you never be that person who works for money because you'll be evil in that manner. I mean, you'll be going to scam people. I never need you to scam people. I've been scammed on many occasions. I've been scammed for... I gave money online. I gave for a DEFCON ticket. I gave $250. I realized the person never gave me a ticket. I gave money for that. I gave money freely. I realized I never got scammed in the first place. I was never scammed. I thought I was scammed. I thought I was bankrupt. I was never scammed. I realized I learned something from that. I learned something big. I also gave $1,500 for somebody. I realized I gave $1,500 for somebody to go and trade for me to make money for me. I realized that was the biggest scam I've ever done. I fucking never knew what I was doing. I wasted time. I wasted so much time in that process. I realized what I've done now. I realized I gave somebody money to go and make money for me. I realized I was a bullshit artist. I realized I was a scammer. I realized I never knew what the fuck I was doing. I was a scammer. I realized other people came into my house saying I scammed them of this much money. I fucking never even had a clue what I was doing. I promise you that I never had a clue. I never knew what I was doing. I was like that Kylie Jenner. I promise you I was also like that Kylie Jenner working for money at 16. I was working for money at 16. I went to referee a game for fucking money. I never fucking did it for the game. I refereed one game. I fucking hated it. I refereed a women's match. I fucking hated it. I'm a guy. I'm straight. I refereed a women's match. I get to be around women. I did it for fucking money. I did it for fucking $40. I refereed one fucking game. I went to get my referee license with some people. I did that for free. I realized I had a fucking good time there. I then went to referee my match. I realized it was never even fucking about the woman there. I realized I was fucking refereeing for the money. I realized how fucking stupid I was. I realized in that time I never knew what I was doing. I realized now I can see how fucking stupid I was. I was around fucking women. I was around heaven. I can say for a guy who's straight to have 24 women on the fucking pitch. I realized 22 women on the pitch. I realized they're all fucking playing around me. I realized I'm the fucking man and I'm the man in the place. I realized I fucking did it for money. I did it for $40. I was just following the crowd. I didn't fucking know what I was doing. I thought that was the way to go. I grew up in a family of people who said, you need to go and make money. I went and fucking made money in that reference. I realized now I taught myself out of it. I went and studied self-education. I studied money. I studied freedom. I studied self-education. I studied Tony Robbins. I studied all my mentors. I started to make my own teachings. I realized now I landed into Gary Vaynerchuk. I landed into Sylvester Stallone. I realized Robert Kiyosaki. I realized they're working for free. I realized I started to make my own philosophy, as Jim Rohn says to do. I started to add people into my videos in terms of I credit them. I realized Brian Tracy saying I need more discipline to become more successful. I started to become more disciplined. I started to really move myself along. I realize now I'll fucking go referee for free now. I have a referee license. I'll go and do it for free. I get to be around women for free. I say, why not? I'll do it for free. I never do it for the money anymore. I say that now. I say when I go work 9 to 5, I realize no matter what, it's never even really a 9 to 5 anymore for me. I realize it's more, let me just fucking help you for free now. I realize I fucking work, I work 24/7 now. I never fucking work 9 to 5. I never work from 9 to 5 only. I work fucking 24/7 for free. I do it for free. I gain money for free. I realize I made other mistakes. I realized how stupid that is. I was a person working for $40 while I had 22 women around me. I was never really grateful for the woman around me. I realized I was dying. I realized I was a person scammed of life. I was a person scammed by the people around me. I can say that. I can say I already have nobody to blame over here because even those people were fucking scammed themselves. I realized it's nobody's fault. I realized that whatever Kylie Jenner's doing, I realized it's never even her fault. I realized that she learned from other people to do that. I realized Grant Cardone learned from other people to go work for money. I realized it's never even his fault. I realized that Grant Cardone though, I realized that guy's fucking teaching for free. I realized he's teaching for free. I realized then he's pricing his content. I realized he works for free and then he prices it. I realized once he prices it, I realized some people give him money. I realized some people really buy into it. I realized some people will really give him $100,000 for 1 hour. I realized once you do that though, once you give him $100,000 for 1 hour, I realized he was doing that. I realized Grant Cardone was doing that. I realized he was pricing himself for $100,000 for 1 hour. I realized once you go and do that, I realized that you're going to make more in the process. I realized that you'll always have something from that person. I realized I go give Grant Cardone $100,000 to work for me for 1 hour. I realized that guy will always be my slave. I realized that nobody's going to price me. I realized that nobody's going to put a price tag on me anymore. I realized I'll never put myself at $100,000 per hour. I already fucking did what Tony Robbins was doing. I realized that Tony Robbins prices himself for $3 million an hour. I mean, Tony Robbins prices. I heard somewhere that Tony Robbins prices himself at $1 million per 3 hours. I realized that he has 6 months of schedules with people who are doing that for him. I don't know. I'll just never do that anymore. I realize no matter what. Say that's the case. I have to say that is the case. I realize no matter what, I don't know. If that is the case, I realize that I never start with if. I see if that is the case. I realize no matter what, I never care. I realize I just see that as the case. I can just say it that way. I don't know though. I don't know. I realize no matter what, I would go give Tony Robbins $1 million for 1 hour. I realize that guy will be my slave. I'll show you who the boss is. I'll give him money. I realize no matter what, I don't even give him money. I'll give him free advice. I'll give him something for free. I'll never make him work as a slave for me. I'll do even better. I realized that no matter what, I have to better my communication skills. I have to realize that something in life has to work. I realize that no matter what goes around, I realize that many people lie about Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone and everything. I realize I never lie. I can see it. I can see that Grant Cardone, for example, has priced himself about his free content. I realize on YouTube, I realize there's no prices on those videos. I realize that many people will give him some views. I realize you can go the view way. I realize that no matter what, I'll never even go towards people to gain attention anymore. I realize I can do much more better attention with myself. I realize I just go with I. I just stay with I. Like Jesus' book with I, Jesus. I just increase my I. I realize no matter what, I'll gain more success. I'll walk the free life. I realize many people will start saying, I see this guy is very successful. I see that he's really loving himself. I realize I have to follow him. I realize he's a role model. I realize he's doing it for God. I realize I put inside my Instagram, I do it for God. I say I do it for free, I do it for God. I realize that people are saying, you do it for God? I realize that many people are doing it for money. Or I do it for God. I do it for God. Or I do it for God than for money. You work the 9 to 5, you go do it for God. You don't do it for money. I need to realize you never do it for money. I need you to work never like a slave. I need you to work more like a freedom fighter. I need you to be a freedom fighter. I need you to realize that you deserve more freedom. You never deserve more money. You deserve more freedom. I realize with more freedom, you have more money. I realize no matter what, that's the whole point. You need to realize how it goes. You need to realize that I was fake. I was really fake. I worked for money. I was never open to the woman around me. I was a referee. I was close to the woman around me for the money. I never fucking lived life. I remember the soccer game. I can now see the soccer game. I can say, I really appreciate those women now. I appreciate those women. I apologize. I realize no matter what, I can get that time back. I got my time back. I realize no matter what, everywhere in my life where I've worked for money and been worried about money, I've gained that time back through veganism and through free work and through other means. I realized I never really lost anything. I really learned from it. I never really lost anything. I was evil. I was evil in the way that I would make somebody else go to work for me for money. I mean, I give money to them to go make money for me. I realize how stupid that is. I realize the scam straight away. I see the scam straight away. I never knew. I didn't know any better. I realized another time I realized when I was getting money there, I realized when I was getting money, or I gave $1,500, I don't care about it anymore. I don't care about that money. I was scammed by other means. I was scammed by another mean where, I was scammed by other means in terms of I gave money to go see a woman. I realized she never showed up. I realized I was scammed. I was really scammed there. I realized something much better happened for me that day. I promise you, no matter what, as soon as somebody puts a price tag for something, I promise you that it's never really their business. I promise you it's the business of evil. I promise you, as soon as you see a price tag there, I promise you it's the business of evil. I promise you it's never really the business of freedom. I promise you it's never really God's business. I realize as soon as you have a price there, I realize it's never really God's business anymore. I realize that those people who go and give the money there are going to be scammed. I realize it's never really God there. I realize you never go. I realize that you never go anywhere where there's a price tag. I need you to remove all the price tags in your life. I need you to realize that you remove every single price tag and then subscription and all the prices of everything in life. I need you to go for the price tags that really matter. I realize no matter what, I realize you still get scammed. I realize you need to eat. I realize you still need to go give money so you can eat. I don't care. I realize no matter what, I realize there is a better way. I realize no matter what, you go and do that. I realize that you go and do that. I realize you go and give money so that you can eat. I realize you're going to give money so you can have beautiful clothing. I realize that no matter what, I realize that otherwise you'll always be naked. You have to realize that the world is going to condition you to work for money. I realize that you may have been conditioned to work for money. I realize that I'll never condition you to work for money. I realize that my kids, I realize that my family and my generations to come, I realize that no matter what, with the people I teach, I will always teach them to never work for money. I realize that my kids and their kids and their kids are always going to come for me in terms of I'll make them work for God. I'll never make them work for freedom. I realize I'll never put them in public schools and education systems around town. I realize they're free public schools. I went to a free public school. I thank you very much. No matter what, I will never even go to those schools anymore. I would go right into my self-education system. I would let my kids and anybody's kids come and find out really my educational laws and philosophy about life. I realize no matter what, that my kids never have to go to a local area school so that I have to live in one area, so that I have to wait for them to come out of school. I realize no matter what, I realize here in the local area here, I was driving my car. I see 30 people. I see 30 people outside of the fence of the school. I realize it's a public school. I realize it's a elementary school. I realize they're all waiting and they're shining their eyes like owls. I realize they're all causing drama. I realize they're all causing drama. They're all causing a scene to say. I realize the kids are playing inside. I realize 30 of them are looking. I realize cars are driving by. I realize they're just creating a scene. I realize they have kids. I realize what they're doing. I realize in that moment I said, what stupid idiots. I swear they're waiting for their kids to grow up. I realize that the foundation of life is never wait for anything. I realize they're waiting for something. I realize they're waiting to die, those people. I realize they're just waiting for their kids to grow up. I never fucking wait for my kids to grow up. I just fucking grow them. I'll never fucking do that. I'll never be outside of a school making a scene in the first place. I never even fucking make a scene. I realize that a scene of life is really growth. I realize that when you're waiting for your kid, I never fucking wait. I realize you'll always be disappointed. I realize that people will disappoint you. You have to understand. You have to understand that your kids will never be the answer. You have to understand that anything of this world will never be the answer. I never need you to wait for it. I never need you to work for it. I never need you to work for your family. I never need you to work for money so you can get dinner for food on the table. I realize that's a fucking shamble. I realize that's a scam. I realize that's the old life. I realize that's stupid. I realize what they've taught society today. I realize they've taught me the same before I really conditioned myself to challenge their thinking. I realize it's never really about going to make the dollar. I realize it's never about going to get the money, as Grant Cardone says. I realize it's never about the dollar anymore. I realize it's never about waiting. I never fucking wait for you. I never fucking wait for the kid. I never wait for a baby. I never fucking wait for anything in life. I never wait for a woman. I never wait for a friend. I never wait for a friend in life. I realize those people are waiting for friends. I realize they're outside of a school waiting for friends. I realize they believe they have a friend in life. I realize that nobody is your friend except you. You have to understand, no matter what, that your child is only ever going to appreciate you when you're growing. I realize no matter what, I realize that no matter what, I appreciate people no matter what happens. I realize I grow and appreciate. I realize that Jesus appreciated all those people that killed him. I realize that he forgave everybody. I realize that no matter what, your children will appreciate you no matter what. I realize that your children will never appreciate you when they're dying though. I'll show you something. I have a motto in life. I say, I will show you something. I will show you something. I say that's my motto. I say no matter what, that you realize what's happening. You will only get appreciated by those people who grow. I say that's plain and simple. I realize those people who are closed-minded will never grow. I never need you around closed-minded people. I need you around growers. I need you around doers. I realize that doers are growers. I realize everything else that is considered doing without growth is fucking majoring in minor things, as Tony Robbins says. I never need you to major in minor aspects of life. I need you to go and do what's productive. I need you to go and make 20 fucking goals in life. I need you to pick the top 3. I need you to list the top 3 from 1 to 3. I need you to list your best goal. I need you to list your second goal. I need you to list your third goal. I never need you to have money goals in there. I need you to go and do the first goal for free all your life. I need you to go and do the top 3 goals for free all your life. I never care. I realize that the most important goal of your life is the first one. I realize you go and do that the most. I realize that's going to make you happy. I realize that many people say you need money goals, man. You need to get the money, man. Who's got my money, man? I never care about the money, man. Who's got my freedom? Who's got my freedom? Who can help me give an opportunity to? I only. Who can give me an opportunity? I only can. I also see many opportunities in other people. I realize that I can go to a millionaire. I can just say, I have my Instagram over here. I just do this. I let it be. I realize the guy's going to go into my Instagram. I realize he's going to see, whoop. I see he's going to see something big. I realize he's going to go and give me some words of encouragement towards other people to say, I need you to look at this kid over here. I realize he's going to be the next big entrepreneur over here. I realize that's my opportunity done. I just went, I go to Brian Tracy. I write some beautiful quotes. I write some messages. I say, I love you, sir. I love you. I do that freely. I never do it for anything else. I never care. I realize no matter what, it's freely given. I realize that he will do something for free for me too. I give him some knowledge. I give him some, I love you. I do it for free. I never do it for money. I need to realize. I realize he may be that person who, I realize no matter what, I realize that Brian Tracy grows. I realize that Brian Tracy would go and promote me because no matter what, I see something in me. I realize that no matter what, I realize that Brian Tracy would also. I see something in Brian Tracy too. I love Brian Tracy. I learn from Brian Tracy. I never do it for money. I say no matter what happens, I will never work for money. When somebody from Brian Tracy's team comes and says, I need you to come work for me for money, I'll say no matter what, I'll never work for money. I realize no matter what that I just judged Brian Tracy here. I realize no matter what, I apologize. I realize I never mean that. I realize that nobody from Brian Tracy's team will come to say, I need you to work for me for money. I realize that somebody from Brian Tracy's team may come and say, I need you to come give me a speech over here. I'll come and give a speech. I did that. I did message Brian Tracy for that. I messaged Brian Tracy for freedom. I realized that I can message people for opportunities to do it for free. Always. I always say, no matter what, to do that. I always say that you must always message people and be around people who can give you free opportunities to get around crowds and to do something amazing. I used to go and find the freeway. I realized I can go in Sydney, I can get a permit. I can give a permit for 1 year. I have to be in Sydney though. I then realized I have to fucking go and travel Australia. I'd rather go and travel Australia. I realized I can go and get myself a nice speaker. I get the speaker. I give the money for a speaker. I give the permit money. I sit 5 hours every day in town hall. I speak on the microphone as a public speaker. I have my social media there. I realize that everybody can hear me. I realize that everybody can hear me for free. I realize I boost my attention. I realize I boost people coming up to me for free, asking me for all free advice. I realize I can make as many mistakes as possible. I can do everything as much as possible in a mistaking way. I can do it for free. I realize I've scammed no one. I've scammed nobody. I've never asked for money. I never asked for anything in return. I just put I never even fucking asked for donations. I never asked for donations either. I realized that those people who ask for donations are really working for the donations. I never fucking work for donations. I never fucking care. I realized no matter what, I never work for money. I work for free. Now, I realize now to promote my Instagram there, I realize I'd be working for free. I realize no matter what, I never need to promote my Instagram there. I would just go there and do it for free. I realize no matter what, I can, however, go and help people to place my Instagram there so that people can see my Instagram, so that they can go into my Instagram and click my bio link so they can get all my education for free. I realize now I have some reason to actually place my Instagram there. I realize when I place my Instagram there just so people can follow me, I never fucking care about that. I realize in the Instagram I fucking give nothing. I realize that is never the case for me. I realize no matter what, for me, it would work out because I have a bio link. I can make people click it. I can give free education. I have 2 years of education. I have 2 years of education for free. I have everything about me. I realize no matter what, people can go and share me around. I realize I have a reason now to have Instagram. I have a reason to go and promote my Instagram. I do it for free. I have something for free to give. I realize that everybody loves free. I realize that most people who trust someone are the people who give 10 ebooks for free to anybody who signs up, so that you realize no matter what, you have a free product, you can trust this person before you give them money. I realize that many people are doing that. I realize there's scammers too. I realize they'll give you a free product to get you to give more money. I realize that's stupid. I realize I'll give you free product, and I'll give you free product. I'll give you free product. I'll give you free product. I'll give you free product, bro. I'll give you free product, sis. I'll give you free product. I'll give you free product. I'll give you free product. I'll give you free. I'll give you for free. I give you for free. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what I've done. I realize that's the most successful business. I realize you can trust me here. I realize there's no money breaks. I realize I'll never do it for money. I need you to understand that is the difference between a successful person who never asks for money, in terms of you can ask for money. You can ask for money. You do it in freedom though. You do it in a way that you'll gain money for your free work. You do the service, you'll be given money for your free work. You'll be just given money freely, as Rocky Balboa has for already having done the movie and made money for it. I realize that when you get in front of people and you promote yourself for free, I promise you they're going to use your content. I promise you they're going to skill up. I promise you they're going to start learning from you. I realize they're going to start really educating themselves. Otherwise, they're going to start promoting you once they find out about you and how good you are. Otherwise, once they start learning and growing and you help them in some kind of way, I promise you they'll just give you attention for free. I realize that you're doing it for free anyway. I realize then you will start increasing your following. You do it for free. You never do it for the following. You then realize that you have 10 billion followers on Instagram. You realize that the world can see you now. You realize that now you're popular. You've done it for free. You've never done it for popularity. You never done it for popularity. You realize now, for example, I see, for example, now you're doing it for popular. No, you never do it for popularity. You realize no matter what, I see Jim Carrey. I realize that Jim Carrey I realize his story. I realize Jim Carrey had signed in a paper. I realize the story goes that he placed $10 million in there. I realize he wrote the check. I realize he held on to it. I realize he was hoping for $10 million. I realize he was hoping to make $10 million. I realize he had an opportunity. I realize he was doing it all for free until he went and done the film. I realize he'd done the film. I realize now what's happening. I realize I understand the story. I realize no matter what, Jim Carrey was doing it for free all along. I realize Jim Carrey done the film Dumb and Dumber. I realize somebody wrote him a check for $10 million. Are you able to really realize what I just said? Realize that no matter what, Jim Carrey at the age of whatever, you have to understand, wrote a nice check saying for himself to make $10 million. I realized he was building up his skills in the acting career. I realized he went the same way as Rocky Balboa. I realized he'd done it for free. I realized he made the movie. I realized they made money on the movie. I realized he received a free check for $10 million. I realized what a nice, beautiful gift. I realized $10 million? I realized you hit the jackpot for free. You never had to give money to hit the jackpot. I realized when you give money to hit the jackpot, I realized you're working for money. I realized that many people going to the pokies machine just slapping. I realized they're trying to win money. I realized they're working for money. I realized when you're trying to win money, you're working for money. I realized that when you're going to play poker, I realized no matter what, I sometimes play for I played for number one. I realized it was never even for the money. I realized when it was for number one, I fucking won it. I played for free. I never fucking played for the money. I realized when you do that, you never even risk the money in the first place. I realized you can give $1 million to just go play for number one. I realized you can give $1 million to go play for God in the pokers. I realized in the poker category. You can go to the World Series of Poker. You can give $1 million to go play for God. You realize you don't even fucking care about the money that you can win. You just go and play for God. I realize you can go and do that. I realize you can go and give money so you can do anything for God. I need you to understand. You just have to realize that nobody has to be a slave for your money. I realize that when you go and give people money so that they can work for you in terms of the money so that they can do something for you, I realize that's evil intention. I realize that would be you giving money to the person to go kill another person. I realize that's just for your selfish needs. I realize that's what people are doing. I realize in other terms, when you're giving money to go have sex in a brothel, I realize that person is already working for sex. I realize no matter what, you can go. I realize that person's already working for sex. I don't know about the money. I gave money, though, to go and have sex. I never seen that person was making money while she's having sex. I don't know. I realize that's probably a nice, beautiful idea. I realize that can work. I realize I can go and have sex with those women. I realize I'll just never make them work for me for the money. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that you never make people work for you for the money. I realize then it's for an evil intention. I realize that when people are working for you for the money, I realize that's evil. I never need you to do that. I need you to go and give money freely so that you can go and get a service. I realize that you deserve service when you give money. I realize that it's blessed to give money. I realize that you go and give service for what you need in life. I just never need you to go give. I never need you to go and do what I did. I realize I gave $1,500 so that somebody else online can go and make money for me to do trading so that I make money. I realized that was evil. And I never even knew it. I never knew what I was doing. I realized I was scamming. I realized I was being illegal. I realized I was being a stupid idiot. I never knew it. I never knew what I was doing. I realized that those people who are doing evil matters, I promise you that they even never know what they're doing. I promise you that no matter what, I today have much more wisdom about what I'm doing. I realized that no matter what, you need to realize that even today, I don't know what I'm doing. I see more awareness I can have. I can have so much more awareness. I can have 50 million times more awareness than this. I realize I don't even fucking know what I'm doing. I have to know nothing in order to get there. I have to know nothing. I have to be open to learning more. I can say that luckily I was very open and I woke up to myself back then. I woke up to myself. I got scammed. I realized other people came into my house and said, "You owe me money." I realized I was scammed. I realized we all got scammed. I realized I fucking don't know what happened. I realized I was fucking getting in people so that I can make them money. I was working for people so that I can give them money. I realized what I'd done. I went on Facebook. I went saying I can make you money with a trader who can make the money for you. I just need you to invest in the guy. I completely trust the guy, I said, I completely trust the guy. I trusted somebody who can work for me to make me money, to make other people money. I realized how stupid that is. I realized that it's never really about other people working for you to make you money so that you can make other people money. I say, who cares about other people? I had no I in that time. I was only ego. I was only ego. I realized I didn't know really what I was doing. I was working for other people. I was working for other people to make them money. I never worked for other people. I work for God now. I work for God now. I found a better direction. I found a better sale, as Jim Rohn says. I hear Jim Rohn say, in order for you to succeed, you need to make a better sale. You have to make a better direction in a sale. You realize, no matter what, I turned my sale. I went to God. I went for God. I never go to God. I go for God. I'll go for something bigger now. I'll go for free. I realized how stupid I was. I realized that nobody else appreciated what I was doing. I realized I never fucking appreciated getting scammed. I realized I was fucking scamming myself. I never appreciated that. I never fucking appreciated that. I realized I'm better for it now. I'm grateful for who I am now. I realized back then I was never grateful for who